Unfortunately, I am too poor for Natasha Denona, so, you know, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Hi, my name is Mia, and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. And today I wanted to talk a bit about the Natasha Denona Cranberry palette, which is... Natasha crawled into my head and her evil master plan was to create a palette that would entirely appeal to my aesthetics and my sensibilities, but for which I would never pay full price for. I mean, seriously, $50 for 5 pans, for almost $10 a pan. That eyeshadow better be applying itself. It better make me look like a Victoria's Secret model. It better get me ready in the morning at Mach 3 speed. There is no way in fucking hell that I am paying $50 close. $48 I think is the retail price. So there is no way in hell I'm paying that price for that palette, but I still want it. And my friend Liana of Pale Girl Chic, I'm gonna link her channel down below, made an inspired by the Natasha Denona Cranberry palette video, and I was like, you know, maybe I may be a broke ass bitch that can't afford that 5 pan beautiful abomination of a palette, but I might have some dupes in my collection that kind of somehow get me there, kind of sort of maybe possibly get me the look. And I think I came up with a few variants that might work, so please join me. Let's walk the cranberry brick road and let me show you what I came up with. I am first going to explore the singles only option that I have going on, and then I'm gonna show you and tell you about some variations that I thought of to dupe like the vibes, not more or less, not the exact same shades, because I actually did a calculation of how much it would cost me to get individual singles that would match exactly what I think more or less the shades in the Natasha Denona palette look like, and that took me to more or less $40, which is only $8 less than the palette. But, and that's not okay with me. For that price I might just as well grab the original and that's it. But shopping your stash is not about trying to buy more shit to sort of satisfy a craving. It's more about finding stuff in your collection that you already like and that you already have that kind of matches the thing that you want, so you don't get the thing you want and spend more money. You feel me? You feel me? Are some swatches of the palette. This image comes from Trend Mood on Instagram. And I tried to more or less match the vibes that I was seeing up there. I'm not sure if those are true to pan swatches or if on other people that swatch somehow differently. That was just my point of reference for this particular attempt at duping. And here is my attempt. So basically, you've got the first 2 shades, which are a shimmery pink and a matte cranberry. And I think these are quite similar to Igneous Cosmetics Rhodocrosite, which is this beautiful shimmery pink. And you have it over here. Another similar one that I found is Nabla Calypso. I have it too in my collection. It's quite similar to this one, only it's just a bit more purple than what I saw in the image. So I think this one matches the pink in the Natasha Denona much better. Then you had that matte cranberry shade, which for some reason is kind of hard to find in single form. but I did find it in the form of Sephora Collection Velvet Cake, which is this shade over here, which swatches like crap. It's not exactly that pigmented, but it does the job for what I wanted to do. A very similar one, I think, from swatches, I don't have it in my collection, would be Nabla Farenheit, which is a bit more rusty, but it's getting there tone-wise. Up next in the Natasha Denona palette, you have a sort of a coppery shade, coppery peachy shade, depending on how the light hits it. I didn't have a single that was quite as coppery, but I did have the Pupa VAMP single eyeshadow in 200 Flamingo, which is a peachy coppery sort of tone that is a bit more warm than what's in the Natasha Denona palette, but I think it goes quite well with the rest of the colors. It's definitely a bit more orange than the Natasha Denona one, but I find that it kind of satisfies my craving that particular color gave me. Then the fourth shade in the Natasha Denona palette, you have a very deep burgundy sort of tone, just a sort of a mix of a burgundy and an eggplant. What I find would be a good match would be Nabla Cherie shape, which I don't have, and I'm not gonna order because I just want that one single, and ordering that one single plus shipping would be like double the price of the single, and it's not worth it right now for me. But I did find Nabla Eresia in my collection, which is definitely more purple, but when mixed with the Velvet Cake from Sephora, kind of turns into what I want it to be. This is Eresia swatched on its own, and this is Eresia mixed with a Velvet Cake. So I feel that if I mix these two shades, I get more or less the shade that I want from that Natasha Denona palette. Then the last shade was more of a silvery sort of pink, more muted than the original one, and that one I find is a good match for Looxi Platinum Pink. Is this last swatch over here. As you can see, it's got that cold pinkish vibe while still not looking quite so desaturated. And let me show you again the final palette. This is how it looks. This is the singles variant. I could also reach for those cranberry shades in the Just Peachy matte from Too Faced. Particularly, I'm thinking about these two shades over here, or maybe this shade, and then mixing these two shades together. This is Peach Sangria on its own at the top, and then Peach Sangria and Just Ripe mixed together. I feel kind of match the tones that the Natasha Denona one had. So if I ever get the craving for those kinds of tones, I know I can find it in here. So I definitely don't need the palette. I still want it, but I thought I'd make a video on my thought process of selecting stuff that kind of, you know, take the edge off and make me not want the fucking expensive palette. But I also filmed a tutorial for this look that I have over here. It is super washed out because of the bright lights, but I'm actually super ugly in dim lighting, and I kind of need to trick you that I'm pretty with the harsh lighting over here, or else you won't watch my videos. So that is how it is. Sometimes it just be like that. But this is the look. I'm gonna put a picture over here, which is more true to color. So if you're interested in seeing how I came up with this look, okay, so here we are with no makeup and no eye makeup on. Let's get on to the look. I want to put this cranberry color, I want to put it in the crease. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush, swirl it in, and place it all over the crease. I'm going to add another layer. And make it go a bit up towards the brow bone. To do the same thing on the other eye. With my finger or with a packing flat brush, I am grabbing the pink shimmer shade and putting it on the last 2/3 of my lid, leaving the inner corner bare. With my fingers or a flat packing brush, I'm going to grab the coppery peachy shade and put it in the first third of my lid, including the inner corner. I'm going to take a special care to blend it at the edge of the pink. With a fluffy brush but smaller than your blending brush, I'm going to grab the Cherie cranberry color again and place it at the bottom of my lash line. Now be careful, because depending on your skin tone, this could make you look a bit sick. So it kind of depends how colors play with your skin tone. You can skip this step entirely if you feel it makes you look bad. With a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to grab the dark purple shade. Unfortunately, Eresia is much more purple than what Natasha had in her palette, but I'm a broke ass bitch and I'm not gonna buy one just because it's not the right shade of cranberry. So you either take what I suggest or something quite similar to what Natasha has in her pan and put it in the outer V and a bit in the inside over here. Yeah, this is a bit too purple to be a true dupe, but it works for my purposes. I'm going to grab the cherry shade again, the matte cranberry cherry shade, and try to diffuse a bit of this purple out. There we go. Going to do the same thing now on the other eye. I feel that somehow the Igneous Cosmetics pink got lost in the shuffle, so I am going to try adding it again. Then taking the same fluffy brush that I used at the outer V, I'm going to grab Eresia again, so the darker color, and put it in the inside of the corner of my eye. And carefully blend it out. Then I'm going to grab the shimmery light peachy pink color and put it in the inner corner of my eye. Okay, this is the final look. I'm going to go put some mascara and return with impressions and ideas and whatever else. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and the tutorial. I know these may not be on point dupes, but this video was more the message of try to find something that's similar in your collection. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. You can just use whatever you have already and try to replicate the vibes of the thing that you desperately want, because God knows we don't have any more problems than lusting after colored fucking sparkle dust. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Hey, what the fuck was that? I turned into a goat for a second. Have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it is where you're from. Don't forget to check Liana's video as well. It's linked in the bar down below. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you the next time. Bye.